The show CME is Cynthia here, and I'm getting ready to review our next book, The Moor, the Mason, the Alien. And again, this is just going to be a little snippet of some of the reviews that was in here, maybe a little paragraph or so on the introduction, and so stuff like that. Because again, these books are so intense and so amazing that there's no way I have time to do all that. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and read you a little bit of, I think this was a foreword actually, and I'm just going to read the back part of it. It says, "It is impossible to read The Moor, the Mason, and the Alien, or hear Richard speak and not have a reaction." And I can vouch for that one. Don't just read part 2, a Vril Manifesto, and go on your way. Look into your mind and heart, and you will see how you resonate with this knowledge. How there's a part of you that says it's an aha moment. It isn't easy to speak on subjects that threaten the dark when they are directly associated with working on society. And we all can relate to that statement. I think this book is a rallying call to arms, one that works to bring in the light of knowledge and break off the shackles of misinformation as we step into our spiritual self and proclaim that we are no longer under anyone's control but our own. Let Richard set it straight for you, as this book is filled with messages for one and all, with a resounding theme that warns us to never passively let various cultures get raped and pillaged in our modern world. The dark elements may not be as obvious about it as they were in ancient times, but it is the same invasive belligerence nonetheless. We need to be bold and stand up for our truths and integrity of our humanity. The author takes all of this and more and speaks to you in his own unique down-to-earth way of writing. Through his works, you can see truth and decide for yourself, free will, on how you will proceed with your life after gaining the knowledge that has been kept from you, the lack of which has kept us all blind and in the dark. Our own ignorance is what gave the darkness such power. Now that power is being taken away as Richard lights up your life and opens our eyes to a reality that does exist. Once you have gained this knowledge, nothing will be the same. Go forth on your exploration into truth, and let Richard be your guide. Now, become awakened. That was done by Maria D. Andrea, August of 2018. And then the foreword, there's a foreword in here, or I'm sorry, I'm not going to do the foreword, but it is, the foreword is very interesting. I mean, this is just really another deep piece, so you guys are going to really have to get the book and go through it yourself, okay? But I'm just going to read a little bit from his wife, Linda Maria Smith. You know, we did her book 2 weeks ago. She says, "If this were a 3D interactive introduction, I would be standing in front of you with a top hat and cane singing 'Putting on the Ritz' with a monster just like in Young Frankenstein. But it's not. So here it goes. When my husband first asked me to write the introduction for this book, my first response was, 'What? What do I possibly have to contribute to your book?' And then I thought about it. After taking my critical thinking class recently, I realized I do have some insight into what he's trying to convey to all of you. You see, it takes an open mind to fully grasp what he is trying to tell you. When you read it, he may sound harsh or egotistical, but what he's really trying to do is wake you up, ruffle your feathers, and make you see what's right in front of you and has been in front of you all along. I suggest you watch my husband's videos on YouTube regarding the presentation he gave at Temple University. There are 12 videos in all, and they are very enlightening. These videos give a very detailed explanation of the beginning. I know what you're thinking. I only say that because he is my husband. No, not at all. These are things I have to correct him on sometimes, which he loves. He knows I only do it out of love. My husband's downloaded messages over the years are what make up the 12 videos at Temple University. The history of where we came from and why we are here goes back well over 12,000 years. Sounds crazy, right? I'm sure it does. How does one white dude know the history of the human race? Because it was given to him, and I am here to make sure he continues on his mission to get this information out to the world. Not everyone will want to believe him, and that's okay. They will wake up one day and realize that the red-haired white boy has some valid points, and they should have listened to him then. And that has been our quest here on the CME show. And you guys know that is my mission as well, is that we have to awaken humanity a little bit at a time. Or when we speak the truth as we know it, as it resonates with you, you will awaken at your own time and in your own pace. Okay? You can't force awakening on anyone. Okay? And then on the back of the book, applause for the Moor, the Mason, and the Alien. We have several other reviews, but guess what? Since I'm on the back of the book, I'm going to go ahead and read mine. How you like that one? Okay? I said, this is an awesome read. It is truly an epic story of what is going on with this planet. Things most don't want to know about or even care to know. I read it in one night. I could not put it down. Cynthia Martin L. on the back of the book. Okay? So again, like I said, you guys see my tabs and my highlights in the book. I'm telling you, you guys have... Book one, I read it from the back to the front. And I don't know if you guys have ever done that, but that's what I did. I learned that from Bobby Hemmett, by the way. And I can't explain it exactly, but what I can tell you that it really changes your mindset, because you're taking your mind and you're taking it this way versus that way. So that was the very first book I ever read like that. And man, oh man, let me tell you something. It changes you some kind of way. And like I said, I don't quite know how to explain that, so we'll leave that alone for now. But go ahead, purchase the book. You guys know where to buy it. Also, you can purchase it instead of that place. You can go to his website, which is ufoteacher.com, and purchase the book. Okay? And support. It's so very important that these authors get, the support. So I'm counting on you guys, to buy the books, support them. All right? And in the future, like I said, I'm working very, very diligently and hard to get as many authors to come over to Noble 7 Publications, so that, we'll have our own big box store that you can go and buy all our books from. You don't have to worry about anything else. You don't have to go on the internet to buy them. You go right there, Noble 7, and buy them. Okay? So I love you guys so much again, and go ahead and buy the book and read it, all right? And our next book for next week, I haven't decided yet, but they're right here. And it will probably be this one right here, since it's at the beginning, and that is Ego is the Enemy. And I love this book, and I required it when I was working that all my managers read that. We all have egos, but it's a little bit deeper than that, okay? Until you learn how to control your ego, it becomes an issue in your life. The author is Ryan Holiday, so you can go ahead and pick that up if you want. Okay, and I have actually 2 books. The next book of his will be Stillness is the Key. That way we'll keep the momentum going and the synchronicity in the information going. Okay, so I love you guys so much. And that brings us to the close for our Monday and book of the week. The Moor, the Mason, the Alien. The Vril Manifesto by Richard Smith. And in closing, read more, learn more, and absolutely love more. I love you guys so much. Peace. Bye.